Hey guys, welcome back to the tuning guide series. Today we are talking about damping, and again sorry for the no VTuber model, I need to get through this quickly and accurately, so let's jump into it. So to tune the damping or dampers you need the race or drift springs and dampers, so quickly base knowledge. The bump settings control the force pushing the tires up into the wheel well, and the rebound is the force pushing the tires down to the ground out of the wheel well. The stiffer the springs, the stiffer the dampers are needed to control that selected stiffness. Basically you set the spring stiffness for your overall suspension stiffness, then you adjust the dampers to control the actual shock and absorption. So we also use this to tune out body rolls specifically on motorsports, because again there is no off-road, no rallycross, nothing like that. The most you'll have to deal with is a steep uphill turn, so running a stiffer suspension is good. I prefer softer, but I still make my suspension stiffer than I do on Horizon, so let's get into tuning. I would recommend starting with these values, and as a side note, if you're coming from Horizon to Motorsport, heads up, these are flipped. See, the bump stiffness is on the top and the rebound stiffness is on the bottom. Why? Dunno. Turn 10 makes great choices only clearly. Anyways, 90% of cars can run this setup and be fine. We'll drive the car over some bumps so I can show you how to tune for them. We're at Miami, the road track for this. We're going to do a couple showcase laps. First we're going to use to soft damper settings, then to stiff. Then I'll show you how to find your damper settings you should use, the method I use to tune for it, and how easy it is to find. So I quickly wanna say why that too stiff option worked, and this is the too stiff option. Basically the reason this actually worked there is because how soft the springs are. In this game specifically you really want stiff suspension. because these bumps aren't super extreme, but there is this method of getting a good feeling track-ready suspension while being able to go over bumps, and that's a soft spring rate with a stiff shock, but we're going to do that one more time with a proper racing style spring with this same damping setting, because the only reason that worked is because how soft suspension I like to run. See, now it actually upsets the car when going over bumps. Now we're going to base tune, test, and adjust for the bumps. That last corner happens because of two reasons. 1. Your bump settings might not be stiff enough to push the car up over the bump. 2. Your rebound setting might be too stiff and tries to keep the car down too much. And the 3 secret reason is that bump is just really big and it is, so maybe this tune will work better for literally everywhere else except that one specific turn. That happens. Depending on the severity, maybe you can just ignore it because it works better everywhere else. I would choose the third option. But let's pretend this car is specifically for this track and we need it to work on that last bump. Well, let's try raising our bump settings. Also, the reason I have the front stiffer than the rear, the damping settings are my corner exit. Most people don't use it like this, but I highly recommend making your front slightly stiffer than the rear, because on corner exit you want the car to go straight. But again, some of this is personal preference. You can run them the same, you can run different, it depends on what you feel. But I wouldn't recommend going way different, being I don't think you should go much more than one value, being 5.0 and 4.0, I wouldn't go 8.0, 4.0, I'd stay within the one value. Anyways, that's damping tuning. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe with post notifications turned on so that you don't miss any future episodes. Be sure to leave any questions in the comments section, and check the description for our link tree, home of all our links including Twitch and Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day/night guys.